You are back with TheReal PG for another Prizepicks NFL video for Sunday, October the 30th. This is your morning update. Made a video last night with some initial leans. Russell Wilson is looking real shitty right now, and I need those rush yards out of Russ. So we're going to go into panic mode here, and if Russ Wilson loses me every slate that I have right now, every card so far, then I gotta start over fresh from square one. So this is where I'd be starting over from starting today. This is why I normally don't do anything till the day of. Granted, the London game was a little different situation. Alright, so make this quick, hopefully no lines bump. Ramondre Stevenson, over 3 receptions. Take a peek on the books. Ramondre, let's take a peek. So, Ramondre Stevenson comes in at a minus 186 to the over 2.5 receptions. They have so graciously made it 3 on Prizepicks. I still love this. Minus 186 to the over, plus 138 to the under. I think this is a great play. Don't overthink that one. Next, we have Saquon Barkley, and I still like his targets at 4. The sportsbook has his receptions at over 3.5, let alone his targets. So this seems free, or really trappy. One of the two. So let's just take a look at the line for Saquon. So Barkley and his over 3.5 pass receptions at minus 185 to the over, plus 137 to the under. Lock that in. Next, in the same game, we got Kenneth Walker and his rushing yards. We're going to be looking at 79.5 on the books. They have it at 83.5 on Prizepicks. Minus 151 to the over, plus 114 to the under. Like that play a lot. All right. Let's take a look at George Kittle. George Kittle and his 5 receptions today. So if we look at Kittle on the books, you will see that he has one of the strongest lines of the day. So George Kittle comes in at over 4.5 pass receptions at a minus 196, almost minus 200 value, plus 145 to the under. That seems to be the lock of the day. It's probably going to be the one that falls through, but it seems to be the lock of the day with no Debo. So that's that. Next for you guys, we're going to be looking at Derrick Henry. He, A, has the best matchup in football today for a running back. B, he is looking to set an NFL record for the most consecutive 150-plus rushing yard games against the same opponent, which would be Houston. I like it at over 105.5, even though this is a bumped-up line. Even so, he does have one of the lower value lines on the slate, but because of the other factors, as in the matchup and what's at stake today, which I'm sure he is aware of, still comes in at minus 132 to the over, 104.5 yards, plus 100 to the under. Probably one of the more fringe plays for me today, but I do like it. Make sure. Okay, so we got A.J. Brown. We're going to be looking at A.J. Brown's receptions or yards. I don't fault you either which way you'd like to go. The receptions have pushed or gone under one time, every single time, but he does have the third best wide receiver matchup in the league today against Pittsburgh here. You'll see that his quarterback has the 5th best matchup in the league today. So this should be no problem for Hurts and A.J. Brown, 2 of the best, to get this done. If you'd rather look at his yards, you can do that, but let's take a peek at the 2 lines and see what the difference is as of right now. Where are you at, Eagles? Oh my eyes. Okay, here we go. A.J. Brown. So over 68.5 receiving yards at minus 143 to the over, and a plus 110 to the under. If you would rather look at his receptions, like I said, this is what I prefer. It's minus 167 to the over 4.5 pass receptions. Under 4.5 comes in at plus 124. I do like the receptions, even though there is that ability to push it. I still feel comfortable about this because the matchup is like screaming great. So there's that. And then the last play I've got for you guys is Tyreek Hill and his receptions over 7. This is the last official play I'm going to give you. He's either hit it or pushed in the last 4 with 10, 8, 12, and 7 receptions. I think you can go ahead and lock this in as a pretty safe if you want to go with the 5-man flex, which I never recommend to anyone. These would be the 5 plays. I'm going to run back everything I just gave you. We got Ramondre Stevenson over receptions at 3. We have Saquon Barkley targets over 4. We have Kenneth Walker over yards. We have Derrick Henry over yards. We have George Kittle over receptions. Tyreek Hill over receptions. A.J. Brown over receptions or yards. And if I didn't mention DeAndre Hopkins yards, DeAndre Hopkins over his yards prop. And that is what I've got for you today, guys. Wish you the best of luck if you're tailing. Until the next one, peace.